Hola, ¿cómo está? Hi, how are you doing? This is episode 8 of Hey Alright podcast, I think. Yes, this is episode 8.
Hey!
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 Alright.
Hi. Yeah, it's been a long minute. I apologize. Let me turn this up. Check. Test. I wonder if I can. Yeah. Whoa, echoey. Cool. I'm gonna try this. Yeah, I've been just a lazy piece of shit. That's basically all I've been doing, and yeah. But that's not true. I mean, my grandparents came down and visited from Florida. I've just been golfing a lot, watching a shit ton of movies, studying movies, writing movies. You know the deal. You know the deal around here. It's here on Hey Alright. We talk about movies and sports and other things too, and music occasionally. Like the last episode, I talked about Tizo Touchdown. Go check it out. Tizo Touchdown is amazing, and if you want to get hip to a new artist that you'll fall in love with, then go watch the other episode. But today's like a comeback. I'm making oh shit. Go get your coffee. I almost forgot. I think I might have forgotten the last one too. I don't know. It's been so long. I don't remember. But go get it. And if you don't have it, then just pause it. Like I was saying. Yeah, it's been a long time. I'm a little scattered. If I'm scatterbrained in this, I apologize. I'll try to keep it on a straight path, But it's still the same old me, and nothing's changed. I've just been neglecting. How come every time I press record, my voice just goes to shit? Like it was literally fine before I started recording. I'm gonna leave it in, but whatever. Yeah, still the same old me, nothing's changed. I've just been lazy, to be honest. I'm not really one for excuses, so I'm not gonna make any. But yeah, anyways, let's move on. Speaking of pressing record, before I recorded this, I was taking a nice fat steamy, a mud pile, laying a mud pie in the old toilet there, and I was playing doodle jump with my left hand, and I'm on the last level too, because I'm a straight G at doodle jump. Okay, I was on the last level of doodle jump, and I was playing while I was pooping with my left hand, mind you. With my left hand, I got my high score, and it was like, actually, I'm gonna look right now. If you don't play doodle jump, then you're not living. 2832, 2,832 on the last, and there's the proof. I don't know if you can see it, but I got my high score with my left hand whilst I was making fertilizer, and that takes a certain type of breed of man, okay? And that makes me a real man. It really does. What's the most impressive about it is that it was my left hand. It's not even the hand I jerk off with. So, I mean, that's just straight finessing right there. I'm not even, this hand, I don't know what's going on with it. But the weird thing is, I actually write with this hand and do everything else with this hand. I eat, drink, whatever with my right hand. But when I write stuff, it's with my left hand. I don't know. I'm weird. Whatever. I don't know why that is, actually. Oh, shit, I just fucking... Oh, no, you can see my feet, too. Oh, God. Oh, gross. Go ahead and get a screenshot of that. I just messed up my wires. Hold on. I gotta fix this. This is a new setup. Amongst the things that I've kind of been up to, since... God damn. Am I still going? Okay, we're good. This is a rough start. I can't hear myself. Hello? Hello? Hi. Okay, we're back. I'm back. You were there the whole time, but I'm back. Okay, this is... Oh, my God. This is precarious. Is that the right word? I don't know. Put up a definition. Precarious. I think I'm going to start a new thing where when I say a word and I don't quite know what it means, but I use it in a sentence, I'm just going to put it up behind me because I'm not going to fact check myself because that would take forever because I say a lot of words over the span of, an hour. So precarious, maybe I was right, maybe I wasn't. And if you know the definition of it, then hey, good job. But yeah, I like I was finally getting to my point here. When I was doing, just the hiatus that I kind of went on like a damn cicada. It's been 14 years, and I'm back, and I'm loud and proud. I'm out there on the trees all day long. That's me. I'm back. But I rearranged my basement, like the entire basement. It took me like a good like 3/4 of a day. I don't know why I didn't just say the majority of the day. It took me almost a full day. I don't know. I should have just said that. But yeah, I moved everything around. I kind of got it set up in a more efficient type way because I'm a big proponent for efficiency in whatever you're doing. So yeah, now I have like this whole half of the basement is like for filming and stuff. So that's why I'm on the couch here. That's why I'm on my speaking of jerking off and whatever. This is my casting couch. Fucking goddamn. I wish I could just get through an episode without a voice crack. I should start doing a tally of how many I have in each episode. But yeah, I feel like I switch it up so often. But I'm on the couch now, and yeah, it's cool though. I like it. It's open and yeah. Plot one ahead here. Let's see what's some current events just so that I can prove to you that this is real. That I can prove that this is a new episode because it is, and I don't even know why I said that, but the Olympics have been going on. Yeah, I mean, pretty much. I mean, the only thing that's like noteworthy, I guess, is the Olympics. I think. I've watched a little bit of it. It's so confusing to like I can't ever figure out what time like a certain sport is that I want to see, and I can never find out like where to watch it at because I don't have like normal cable, which I think has a ton of Olympics on. I don't have like just regular standard cable. I just have like the Hulu. I really hope I just looked at my monitor. I really hope I'm not out of focus, but whatever. I just have the live Hulu, so it's basically like cable, but it's just through Hulu. Yeah, I mean, I've watched some of the Olympics. Simone Biles is kind of shitty. She's kind of not good at all anymore. I mean, for this one at least. I mean, they wouldn't shut up about her being, she's the GOAT, she's the GOAT, the GOAT, the GOAT. They fucking overuse the word GOAT. And they no matter what, they just... Every commercial, fucking whatever, they're saying, she's the best. And then she goes out there and fucking messes up on everything she does. Like, that's what the GOAT is? Oh, okay. Oh, she's the best? Oh, sure. Like, I mean, come on. And then I don't know if they tried to make excuses for her, but I'm sure they did. If they did, then that's even worse. But, I mean, like, they wouldn't stop hyping her up, and then she just she was the worst one on the team. Like, literally. I think she was the worst on the USA. I don't know how many there are, but she messed up the most. And I think I just saw the other day or like yesterday, I think she actually got like a bronze, but still bronze for the best ever. I mean, what are we doing here? What is she doing here? Making America look bad like that? But Suni Lee. That's horribly racist. But Suni Lee got the gold. And she's a cutie, man. She's kind of bad, Suni Lee. She's a thick one. Out of all of them there, they all got those weird, small, like little box asses. Like if you watch the gymnastics, you just look at their hips. It's so weird. They have small little like tight asses. It's weird. But Suni Lee's a thick. And she's thick like a Snicker. Suni Lee, and she got gold too, so she's the best. I think Suni Lee and the Jade gal were the best ones, but I only watched like one what do they call it, event or whatever. I saw like the floor, or I don't know, the unbalanced bars or whatever the fuck. I don't know. I'm not a girl. For some reason, girls are really into gymnastics, and I don't know why. Like watching it, it's kind of weird. It's kind of like their form of football or something. I don't know. But they're into it. Girls like watching the gymnastics, I guess. But when I see it, it's just like what, like I get it. You can flip around and shit. That's cool, I guess. When you're competing, it's the only time it's ever cool. Because when people know how to flip in like real life in IRL, besides not competing, all they like to do is just show you how they can do a flip. And they're like, oh hey, you want to see me flip? No, not really. No, I've seen it before. Actually, I'm good. Oh, you can jump in a circle. Oh, cool, but I don't care. I swear to God, if you know someone that knows how to flip, then I'm right. All they like to do is just show people how they can flip. It's the most useless skill I think ever. I think knowing how to flip is the most useless attribute to any person ever. Oh yeah. So we're looking at these quarterlies, and Jim here, he's got his reputation is good, but Ryan can do a full front flip and occasionally a back flip too, depending on what type of grass he's on. So I think we go with Ryan here. Just knowing how to flip is so useless. It's just such a useless skill. It's the most useless skill that we invented as humans, I think, is flipping. When does flipping ever benefit you or save you from something or help someone else? And if we're speaking in terms of skill sets here, a flip is the most useless one. And I've said it many times in the past, minute or two. I'm sorry. I just went on a rant there. I apologize. I got the French press. Ooh, it's hot. The French press this time. I had a buddy over, and he's like, oh, you gotta stop using these K-Cups. You're fucking ruining the environment. You fucking fuck. He didn't say that, but it made me think about it. It's like, yeah, I do. I kind of do like use a lot of them, and I have this French press which was better anyways. I should just stop being a lazy piece of shit, like I said before, and be environmentally aware. Which I'm not environmentally aware about anything else, but for coffee, that's a good cause. Because here on Hey Right, coffee is a ritual, and it's a sanctity, and it's a it's the Mecca. I don't even know what they see. There you go. Speaking of the word thing, Mecca, throw it up. I don't even know what that means. People say it all the time. Oh, this is Mecca. Oh, this team is Mecca. I don't think they say it about teams, but you know what I mean. They do. I hear that word a lot, and I never know what it means. Like, this movie's Mecca, or I don't know. I'm not going to look it up until after this episode because I want to put it up in editing, in post. I'm going to put it up in post. If you're listening to this and you're new, when I take a pause like that, it's just me taking a drink. It's like, fucking my voice. How many times you got to go through puberty? 4, 3? When I take a pause like that, I'm taking a sip of coffee. I'm taking a drink. So, it's not, don't check your AirPods. Your AirPods are fine. They're working good. And yeah. Yeah, man, just, I don't know. I haven't been doing much. Like always. I mean, what's new? What is new? I mean, what else can I think of here besides the Olympics and, I mean, baseball. I still watch baseball occasionally. I've said this before on another episode, but I've never really been like a baseball watcher. I think partially just because they play so many games and there's always games on like constantly. Like it's kind of hard to just watch it like. Well, no, it's not hard to watch it regularly because they're always on. But I never really watched baseball like that, like I do with like football. But I've already talked about that before. But the reason why I thought of baseball is because I saw this thing. It was I don't know what game it was at. I might have to look it up, but it was like a couple days ago or a few days ago. There's like another cat, and I say another because this has happened several times, and I just can't fathom it, and I don't think people are really realizing this, and I'll tell you why. There was a cat out on the field a few days ago, and the reason why I say another is because I swear to God it's happened several times, I think. At least a couple, which is still more than there should ever be for a random-ass cat running out into a baseball game in a walled stadium. Like, I mean, think about it. Why is the cat there? Did someone bring their cat to a baseball game? I mean, they either brought the cat to the baseball game or the cat's just chilling in the stadium and he's living there, which either one is weird. So how does a cat get in a baseball stadium during a televised game and during a packed-ass stadium? Who's bringing their cat to a baseball game? I just don't understand. I can't fathom it. It doesn't make any sense to me. Like, how does it get there, you know? I don't know. I'm going to look it up, though. I'm curious to see where it was at, actually. And I'm not gonna look up. Let's see what it was. Mecca and Precarious. I'm not gonna look those up because I'm gonna throw them up on the screen there. Okay, it was. I just found it. It looks like the fans in this picture are wearing. Oh, it's all over the place. I mean, they're wearing. It's mostly Yankees. I'm seeing some. It was probably a Yankees game. Oh my God! Do I know this guy? Wait a second. I'm looking at the article picture, and I swear to God, there's this guy in the top left corner, and oh no, maybe not. I thought I knew that guy. I don't know that guy. Yeah, but it looks like these. I mean, I could just. Oh yeah, it's the Yankees. I mean, I could just read, but you know who likes to read? Yeah, I guess it was at a Yankee game. Fuck the Yankees. I said that before too, but I'm gonna say it again. Fuck the Yankees, okay? Fuck you. For no reason, I'm just mad at him. Yeah. But I mean, seriously, how does this cat even get there? And I feel so bad whenever because you can look it up on YouTube and stuff and get your compilation or whatever, and you can see when the cats go out there, they're so like freaked out, they don't know like where to go. They like run around, and you could like their eyes are just like traumatized, like they're gonna have PTSD. Like, what the fuck are all these fucking people yelling at me for? What the? I feel bad, but it's just, how does it get there? I'm gonna have to do some research. Yeah, I mean, I haven't really been watching baseball at all. It's so annoying. My team is the Tigers, and I can't ever watch them because they're not on, like, I don't think they're on prime time or whatever. They're on like Bali Sports, whatever the fuck that is. I don't have that because I don't have cable, so I can't watch them there. And then you can watch them on MLB, but you got to pay a damn arm and a leg for it on MLB, and then they're not on Hulu ever. And then you go to ESPN Plus, which I have. I pay for ESPN Plus, and on ESPN Plus it'll show Tigers versus whoever when they play home or away. I go to click on it to watch it on ESPN Plus, mind you, and it says blacked out in your area. Blacked out in my area, but it's fucking 30. I could drive. It's 30 minutes away, but it's blacked out in my area. Or if they're playing in Chicago, oh, it's 2 hours away, but it's blacked out in my area. Makes sense. It's frustrating. Can you imagine if they started doing that with the Lions this season? I would probably break my TV or something. Yeah. You're welcome. I hope you were carrying a hot plate of food and you heard that. It just went all over your carpet. And have fun vacuuming and get the vacuum cleaner out and get the magic eraser for your carpet. Doesn't make sense, but I'm moving on anyways. What was going on? I don't know. Who are you? Okay, fine. Just gonna refer to my notes here because I'm a little rusty. I'm a little rusty. I have this weird thing. Whenever I wake up in the morning, and this is I'm being honest here. This is a real thing. When I wake up in the morning, I'll either have a random ass thought, like it's like the first thing that comes to my head when I'm like awake, you know? Now, I'm not talking about like this doesn't count for like my dreams or whatever. But I'll wake up and I'll get a random thought, like a random, like, it'll be like a statement or an idea. It'll just fucking shoot right in my head. It'll either be something like that, or it'll be like, I swear to God, just a song, just a random ass song. And I'll literally wake up and I'll almost start singing it out loud because it's just like in my head, you know? Like I'll wake up and it'll just be stuck in my head for no reason. Just a random ass song. And it's not like a fake song. Like it's a real song, like I've heard before that I know. So is that just me? I mean, if that's happened to you too, then please let me know, because it's the weirdest thing, and it's been going on like for a long time. But this morning, the reason why I said it is because this morning I woke up and I guess this doesn't really apply to what I said, but it's still a real thing. But I woke up and I scrolled through the Snapchat articles, if you will, whatever they call them, stories or something, because that's where I like get my news. Because I really should stop saying that, because I should just start reading news. I mean, they're free, aren't they? I mean, I should just start reading actual news outlets, news sources, instead of Snapchat. But because I don't give a shit about pop culture. Like I saw, like before I started playing Doodle Jump 2, by the way, it's not the first the second Doodle Jump. Before I started playing Doodle Jump while I was on the shitter, I saw a thing on Snapchat. It says, "You won't believe what Lil Baby ate in jail. You won't believe. I can't believe that's even a thing. I can't believe you made that into an article, into a thing that people actually click on and people actually want to see and actually read about and actually hear about. I can't believe it. Oh, let me go see. Yeah, let me see what Lil Baby ate in jail. Yeah, because I care." Who's fucking clicking on that? But anyways, I digress. I woke up and I was on there, right, the Snapchat thing. And one of the things showed just I don't even know what it was about. Like I didn't even read the title or anything. But it was just a picture of a fish, like a really big ass fish, and he kind of had like a weird bloody mouth or something, probably from the hook, you know, or whatever they caught him with. And I had this thought. I was laying in bed, and this was like probably, I don't know, a minute or two, a few minutes after I woke up, like literally. And I saw this picture. I don't know why. I probably shouldn't just wake up and go straight to my phone. That's kind of gross now that I think about it. But I saw the picture of the fish, and I thought to myself, you know, we always see these movies about serial killers, and you know, you listen to your true crime podcast or whatever, and there's always, you know, we always see them and they hurt small animals or whatever, the signs, you know, the typical shit. And I thought to myself, why don't they just, if they just took up fishing, then there would be no serial killers. They should just take up fishing. Because, I mean, you can go out there free of charge. You know, it's not in anyone's way. It's not, you're not, you know, lurking in the woods behind someone's house, right? Looking for bunnies to eat or I don't know what, to torture, you know? You can go out, you don't even have to have a boat. Just go out and fish and, you know, catch some fish and fucking do whatever you want to them, because they're just fish. Who gives a shit? They're fish. There's so many of them. There's probably more fish than people, honestly. You know, if serial killers just took up fishing as a hobby, then there'd be no serial killers. They can torture the shit out of fish. They can rip off their skin or whatever, because they do that anyways when they prepare it. I mean, when I was in Florida, speaking of my grandpa from Florida, when I was visiting him one year, there's this guy named Bud. His name was actually Bud, and he had a southern accent. He was like, Bud. His name was Bud. And we went fishing, and we got some, I don't know what they were, but they're just like decent-sized fish, I guess. And when he like prepared them, when we were done, when we got back, when we docked the boat or whatever, when he prepared them to take home and eat, you know, to eat later on for dinner or whatever, the way you do it, he just fucking started slapping this thing's head against like solid ass wood. Like he was just fucking beating the shit out of it. And then when he was done beating the shit out of it, he started cutting the shit out of it. He's just fucking beating his head in, bashing his head on a wooden post. And this wooden post was meant for this too. It's like what they use. So he's fucking given a head trauma, and then after it was concussed, he started filleting it while it was alive. The thing was flapping around. He just cutting its sides off. So I had this thought, serial killers just go fishing and problem solved. There's all your urges fulfilled. You can even jerk off into a fish if you want. I just spilled my coffee because I'm so animated about this subject. Just kidding. I gotta relax. I gotta slow down a little bit. Because my energy starts to snowball, and if I let that happen, then by the end of this episode, I might be fucking naked or something. I don't know. I gotta just relax. I know. You don't have to tell me. Just stop saying it. I know. Because yeah, I mean, it is. It's probably annoying. I don't want to just ramble the whole time, but I gotta ramble in a relaxed manner. But that's a good thought I had. I think. I mean, serial killers, get them out there on a boat and they can go ahead and just destroy some fish. I mean, you could even torture them and then throw them back in the water, and then they'll just get eaten by another fish. I mean, there's just so many goddamn fish. It's just an abundant source for your twisted fantasies that you just have to get off. I mean, because they always say like in like the true crime podcast or movies or whatever, that they have to. Well, I mean, this is just common knowledge. I mean, serial killers, they just have like, I don't know what they call it. I don't know if they say it's innate, and I know what that word means. Innate means it's, hold on, innate. I know what it means, but I'm just having trouble thinking of how to describe it. Innate means it's like within yourself, and it's it's like it's within you, and it's how you are naturally. That's how I would describe innate. Okay, and throw the definition up, and I'm fucking right. I'm right. But they say like the serial killers just have like an innate urge to whatever. I don't know what, kill shit. It's weird. I don't know. It's weird. But it all comes from like trauma and whatnot, when they're kids and their parents, like embarrassing them or whatever, like raping them or molesting them. We're getting dark. Let's just pump the brakes there, because we're getting a little dark. I think serial killers is probably in my head because the movies I've been watching, I watched Zodiac, which is about the Zodiac killer. It's a great movie, phenomenal movie. David Fincher, he can't miss. I mean, it's David Fincher. Which, hot topic, I watched Fight Club the other night, and I didn't really like it. And that's a hot take. I don't know why I said hot topic. We're not shopping for sundresses and cardigans with buckles on them. But hot take, I didn't really like Fight Club. I don't know. I didn't like it. I mean, well, no, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how to feel about it. That's the thing. I don't know if I didn't like it, and I don't know if I liked it. So that's why it's kind of, I don't know. I just feel like the whole thing could have been. I feel like it could have been like 3 different movies. Like there's just like it could have just been edited. I don't know. I feel like so much of it could have just been taken out. I think that's the only reason why I kind of, I don't know. I mean, don't get me wrong. It was an ambitious movie, and I think it did what it wanted to do, which is make a lot of noise and be talked about. You can't really talk about it. I mean, if you know, you know, right? I mean, everyone knows at this point you can't talk about it. You can't. First rule, second rule. You know what I mean? I think it did its job of being a movie that kind of makes some noise, and I mean, I don't know. It was David Fincher's. I don't think it was his first film, but it was one of his first films. Like he was still, I think, like starting out around that time. So, he hadn't like perfected his, craft at that point, because he's notoriously a perfectionist. David Fincher, if you don't know, he's a director and he makes movies. I mean, well, that's what a director is. But when he makes movies, he's everything is just like super detailed. That's a terrible way of describing it. But they call him a perfectionist because like his shot has to be perfect. It has to, pan just the movement is just super crisp, and the pull focus or the rack focus is like perfect timing and just shit like that. I mean, it might go over the heads of some people listening, but if you're familiar with like filmmaking, then you would know what I'm talking about. But I won't go into it because it's not really what we talk about here. But I can do an episode like that, but let me know if you want to hear. I can talk about the one thing about movies. The thing about movies is that I can talk about movies like every episode. I can talk about movies for like hours on end. So, not even just like a review of them, just like how they're made and different directors and stuff. But I'm gonna shelf that for now because I'm already like a half hour in, and I only wanted to do around like 50 for this one, just because I don't have that much storage right now. Because I've been out just shooting random things with my camera, which kind of leads me into this thing I wanted to talk about. Is I saw this thing. Well, I mean, speaking of movies, I guess I will talk about it a little bit. But I saw this video on YouTube. It was different directors, like established directors. It was like a compilation of directors talking about just advice in general. And like there's guys like Scorsese and Guillermo del Toro and Francis Ford Coppola. Like it was just a collection of their interviews and kind of like the wisdom that they shared within them. And one thing kind of resonated with me was that it was Guillermo del Toro, director of Pan's Labyrinth, Shape of Water. I'm drawing a blank on the other ones, but I mean he's a good director. I mean I'm sure you're familiar with him, but he said this one thing in an interview, and it kind of resonated with me. Was that he said people ask me all the time, like, how do I be a director, or what do I do to become a director, or what can I do to work towards being a director? And he said his answer to that is just to be one. Like you just be one. Like you just are one. Because there's no limitations. The only limitations to what you create is yourself. I mean, if you have a camera, then you can go you have the freedom of creating whatever you want. And I really thought about that, and it kind of stuck with me. It just kind of made me, it kind of like opened my eye to it. Like, yeah, I can, because I've kind of been in the same boat with that. It's like I spend so much time like trying to conceptualize like how will I take certain steps towards reaching my goal of like I just want to make movies and tell my stories in the way I want them told. But I kind of was perceiving it in the wrong way. I was trying to find like the proper ways to go about it, but I mean there really isn't any. And Scorsese kind of said something along the same lines. He's like just go make a film. Like you don't have to prepare it. I mean to a certain extent you have to prepare these things depending on what your aspirations are and like what your individual goals are. But I mean, just for practice, I mean you can just go make a film. Like he said, just go make them. Just start making them. You don't really have to wait on anybody. You don't have to. Yeah, I mean, you are a director. You just become one, and you are one. And that kind of stuck with me because I like I said, I just spend so much time like trying to conceptualize like how to go about it. But I think I've done enough of that, and I can just start doing the work. Because you have to be a director, you just have to be super individualistic. There's another word. I don't know if that's a real word, but we'll throw that one up too. Individualistic, and you have to be fierce about it. So, yeah, I mean, I guess practice makes perfect, and you just go out and make films. And I don't know if anyone listening to this even cares about that, but it feels good to talk about it because once you talk about things, it's kind of like what they say about if you can teach something, then you'll know it a lot more. So I guess if I can preach something, it'll be in my head more. Because I don't really know my listeners in the sort of the demographic of you guys. Because I mean, I know I have a few listeners, which I appreciate you guys a lot. And I'm sorry for my hiatus, my little cicada break. But yeah, I mean, I don't know if you care about any of that stuff, but I mean, that's why I encourage you to like comment and stuff, because I just don't know. Like, I want to give you the best. The reason why I kind of took a break too is because I don't really. I'd rather have. I prefer quality over quantity, and I don't want to, just pump out episodes if I don't feel like they're worth putting out there. Because I mean, in this one, I feel like there's been some funny time. We've had some fun times in this one. We've had some fun times in this one, and I've kind of chilled out a little bit. I've kind of fizzled down towards the end here, but I'm gonna pick it back up. Don't you worry. Because here on Hey Alright, we get serious, we get goofy, and we do it all. You get the best of all worlds here, not the both worlds. You get not Hannah Montana, best of both worlds. You get all the worlds here. We're in the Milky Way. Hey Alright's the Milky Way, and the cute mofos are in the center of it. But yeah, I know one thing. I do have some listeners out there in Foley, Alabama, and shout out Foley, Alabama. You guys are the real ones out there in Foley. Okay, I think there's a few of you out there actually, which is sweet. That's awesome. I don't know anything about Foley, so maybe you can. I think I said this before actually. I talked about you guys before, but because you're just so special, and I want to keep on talking about you. Go tell a friend out there in Foley. I'm gonna conquer Foley. All right, just kidding. Whoa. I know you guys got Confederacy in the roots there, but I'm not bringing it back by any means. But yeah, I don't know. I honestly don't know anything about Foley, Alabama. Is it big? Is it small? I don't know. Tell me. Let me know. Shout out my Foley. I got a Foley gang. I'm in touch with Foley down there. All right, I'm going to make a rap song, and I got shooters down in Foley. I got a gang down there in Foley. Yeah. What else? Can you hear me over here? Can you hear me over here? Can you hear me on this side? Maybe on this side. Maybe over here. Or over here. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. And I don't want to know. That's the thing. I don't know what I'm doing, and I don't want to know. And you don't want to know either. You just want to watch me don't know. You want to listen and watch me don't know what I'm doing when I don't know, and I don't actually know what I'm doing, and I don't want to know what I'm doing. Yeah. I saw this clip on YouTube kind of a while back, but I still remember it because it's so funny. It's this little British kid, and it's kind of cute because he's like a little kid and he has this little British accent, which I guess they have it from birth. I mean, well, no, that's from birth. They start crying in British. No, not from birth. I mean, they learn it from when they grow. That's what I meant. They learn it from when they're a small child, because they probably hear it all day long and whatnot. Can you imagine a British newborn? Where, mama. But there's this video of this little British kid, and he's talking to his dad's filming him, and he's talking to his dad about like something for like Christmas. It was like I think it was around Christmas time or something, and they're talking about Santa Claus, and his dad was saying like, you're going to be on the naughty list, or you're going to get coal or whatever. And the kid's like, no, I'm not. I'm going to do an uppercut to him just like that. And he's talking about Santa Claus. He's like, I'm going to do an uppercut to him just like that. Or something like that. I don't know. I'm going to pull it up actually. Cuz I got the green screen behind me. Why not, Let's just throw in a clip. I got to do more clips, cuz when I'm going to put this on pause. I'm not going to forget about the video, and if I do, remind me. Doesn't make sense because you can't talk to me. I'm gonna show you the clip in a second, but I want to talk about this. YouTube. I watch so much shit on YouTube, and it's kind of gross when you think about it. Is like you'll spend like an hour or two on YouTube, it'll just fly by because you see so many like, because YouTube it's just rapid, you just like ingest shit, like you just keep on ingesting and it just kind of like snowballs, you watch so many random ass clips in the span of like an hour. It's kind of crazy how our brains can even like handle it. Like you see so many things in such a short span of time. Like back then, like we see these clips that back then they wouldn't see in like over 20 years. You see more than you see in like 20 years of compared to people back then. Let's not get philosophical. But yeah, I mean, I see so many clips in just random shit videos on YouTube. So I want to start incorporating those videos that I see like into the podcast because most of them are funny. I mean, YouTube just recommends like funny videos because it's like the algorithm or whatever. Because once you start watching shit, YouTube knows what you like and whatnot. But my YouTube recommended has gotten to the point of I'll get like in my recommended like homepage, I'll get videos that are like 10 seconds long, and the title, you're at a certain point when the titles of the videos that you're recommended aren't even like a regular title. Like, there'll be titles like, top 10 or, just the typical shit like top 10 this or react, they kind of follow the same, or like a podcast, episode, whatever. The titles follow a structure, but I'm getting recommended videos that are like 20 seconds, 10 seconds, 5 seconds, and the title is just like it's either like a statement or just like the title describes exactly what you see. And that's when you're at a certain point of YouTube or the rabbit hole, or I don't know what. I don't even know how it works. It's kind of creepy, to be honest. But I get recommended these. Sometimes the videos are fucking like just weird as shit, and I don't know how I get to that point, but I don't know. It happens somehow. Like, for example, I'm thinking of one right now, actually, and I'm going to find it real quick. And I'm going to go back to the Santa Claus, the British Santa Claus kid. We're going to watch that. But I want to find this real quick. And this is actually, through this video that I'm thinking about, I actually found this song that I guess is like popular in meme culture right now, or it was, or something. I don't know. I'm so in the dark with memes, and I've said that before as well, but I'm just so out of touch with memes now. I used to be like in touch with it, but not anymore, just because I don't go on any socials or anything. But like for example, or the title will be like a question too, like this one right here. It says, "Where did everyone go?" And it's 21 seconds. And this is how I found this song that I actually like, and for some reason, in like I said, the meme culture or whatever, it's whatever you want to call it. The way that it's used is like it's often used with visuals or images of like unsettling pictures, I guess is what they're classified as, or I think they're called like cursed images or something. But it's called "Where Did Everyone Go?" and it's 21 seconds. I'll just play it right here. I mean, that was all. That's literally it. But that's from a song that is a song called I think it's called like 647 or something like that. And I think it's actually a good song. It's 647 by In Stupendo, and I actually like that song a lot. I think it's a cool song. It's different. Like it definitely has like a certain type of vibe that comes with it. And I hate using the word vibe, but I just did. I don't know why people think that's synonymous with like creepy shit or, And in that video, I just remembered that the one I just showed you, the images in that are supposed to be, I think they're called liminal spaces. Actually, I don't think I know. They're called liminal spaces. that's a whole nother discussion that I'm not gonna go down because I'm running tight on time here. We still gotta watch this British kid uppercut Santa Claus. So, yeah, they're called that video was liminal spaces, the images for that are paired with the song that I'm talking about. If you're just listening, then that's what it was. Liminal spaces, pictures with that song. And liminal spaces, just real brief, it's basically just pictures of places that are like abandoned, and they just looks like they go on for affinity or something like that. I don't know the exact definition. I'll put that up too. I don't even know if there is one. It's kind of like a pop culture thing, I think. It's kind of like a Reddit type definition, if you will. I don't even know if that makes sense. But anyways, now that we watched that clip, we might as well just watch this Santa Claus clip because it's just so funny. And I think I'll end it on that. Where's it at? I'll do an uppercut to him. I'll do an uppercut to him. Oh, come on. Where's it at? Right here. It's called Little Lad Tells His Dad He Will Uppercut Santa If He Keeps Him on the Naughty List. And it's a minute long. I'm gonna play this here. I'm holding it up to the camera, but you'll probably see it behind me as well. So
swear.
You aren't absolutely. That's why you're on the naughty list.
I will swear, trust me.
Well, that's why you're on the naughty list because you're being naughty right now. So you're gonna be on the naughty list if you keep talking like that.
No, because Father Christmas has not been very nice to me.
Because you're being naughty, so you're on the naughty list.
No, I'm not. I'm on the good list actually.
You're not because you ain't being good.
I am on the good list.
Wow, he stopped his foot.
You keep saying that word again and again and again.
Oh my God, this kid's a future politician. If you say that word again and again and again, you know what? I'm gonna put my foot down right now. I'm not on the naughty list, and you say it again and again and again. I'm gonna see consequence. This kid, he's got a future.
Not on naughty list.
Father Christmas rang me last night when I was at work and said, "You better tell Jackson to start being a good boy, or he's gonna stay on the naughty list and he won't get no presents for Christmas." That's what he said to me. So you got to start being a good boy.
Then I will do an uppercut to him.
No, you won't do. No, what?
I'm like this.
Oh my
Punch him.
God.
Punch his beard off.
Well, then I'll do an uppercut to him. I'll do it like this. He added the sound effect too. That can come from nowhere else but a small child. I mean, they just think of this shit, and it's just so beautiful and original. I'll do an uppercut to him like this. Oh my God. Yeah, I don't know why I thought of that video, but it's a good one. It's a classic. It's a classic in my book. But yeah, I think I'm gonna end it there because yeah, I only wanted to do around 50 minutes. So this was episode 8 of Hey Alright Podcast, and I'm back, baby. I'm back. Sorry for the the little break I went on. It wasn't intentional. I mean, in a way it was because I was just being lazy or whatever. I don't know. But yeah, I'm back and better than ever. And thank you for listening. Have a good day. Goodbye.